Ramshouse TV, Ramshouse TV, Ramshouse TV, Ramshouse TV, Ramshouse TV. Yeah. When I'm looking for them live reactions, when I'm looking for that live reaction, when I hear Glock blast, you know what page I be on to catch it? Ramshouse TV like magnet, and I'm attracted to that Stafford traffic, cause I'm a die-hard Rams fan, and they match my demographic. They smoking like let me have it.
What's good, Ram? It's your boy Snoop.
It's your boy Jalen.
And this is Ramshouse TV. What's good, Ram? How y'all doing today, man?
Going on, you geeks.
Yeah, geeks. We back with another one, man.
Hey, another one, another banger, man. Hey, y'all already know when we show our face here, man, we coming with some bangers, some hitters, some heavy hitters, man. Heavy hitters, man. Hey, we just gonna cut to the chase today, man. This is Ramshouse TV. 53-man roster predictions, man. Pretty much who we felt like is gonna make the 53-man roster come week one. Some of the rookies, some of the veteran players, some of the undrafted free agents, a lot of guys that we're going to be touching during this video. But before we go any further, definitely hit that subscribe button, man. Fuck with your boys here at Ramshouse TV. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We everywhere, man. We even in the West Coast, man. So, hey, when y'all check us out there, man, y'all know that's the second home.
Second home, man. LA, man.
LA, man. But what's going on, though, man?
What's going on with you, man? Everything good, man. You know, taking one day at a time, man. You know,
man. Hey, it's pretty light as far as on the NFL news per se. You know, we just got done a finals, NBA finals. You know, shout out to the Nuggets. You know, and Jokic won the MVP. You know, so it's very light on the football news. But you know, we is going into off season, man. OTAs, man. You know, it's pretty much back in the grind. Yeah, minicamp
pretty much started this week for the Los Angeles Rams, man. Hopefully they'll get it together, man. Hopefully training camp we'll see some young gens up in there, man. You never know.
Also be on the lookout as well. We'll be posting training camp OTA footage, videos as well, man. You know, to keep everybody updated, man, as far as what's going on in the off season, OTAs, mini camps, training camp, going into the preseason, and then of course, you know, week one we back here in the Rams house, man, where we'll be live, of course, man, for week one against the Seattle Seahawks. But before we get to that point, man, we got to find out who the fuck gonna be on the roster, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know around this is early for the predictions, but most likely we'll probably make another one when it's all said and done. You know?
Yeah, you know, something gonna come out as far as the predictions with the rosters. You know, things might change. Guys might get released. Guys that we high on per se might not make the roster, but hey, that's what we here for, to drop a way too early prediction of what our 53-man roster gonna look like heading into week one. So without further ado, Ramley, man, let's go ahead and start at the quarterback position. So
let's get it.
Let me know if you agree with me on this one, man. Right now, I got Matthew Stafford, Stetson Bennett, and Brent Reitman.
Well, I actually had two. I had Stafford and Bennett. But if you put Rafford, I'll put him in the practice squad if necessary. I mean, I feel like they're gonna roll with two, but just to say since we got the new rule now, you can
definitely got to take advantage of that for sure.
You know,
but also as well, we saw how the quarterback play we had last season when Matthew Stafford went down, you know, and then Stetson Bennett being a rookie. Granted, he's an older rookie, you know, coming in at 25, I believe, but. You know, I feel like it never hurts to have another quarterback, number three per se in the depth charts as far as quarterback. And Brent Reitman, he started some games for the Broncos last year. He has some snaps. I feel like if he was to come in and maybe win us a game or two, he's capable of doing that with the weapons that we could potentially be going into the season with.
Right.
But yeah, I said three because again, I mean, look at last year, man. The shit
it was a disaster.
It was a disaster. You know,
Trash.
Stafford went down, we had no hope. You know, we pretty much had to rely on Baker Mayfield, which, I mean, he's not there. So,
you know, Bucks.
I got three quarterbacks making the main roster. Snoop got two. But, hey, anything could change before then.
Yeah.
Running backs, I got four, actually. I got Cam Akers, Kyron Williams, Zach Evans, and Ronnie Rivers.
I got three. I got Cam Akers, Connor Williams, and Zach Evans. On the practice squad, I got Tyron Evans.
Okay. Well, it has been. He actually got released.
He did.
Yeah, he got waived. So,
okay. Well,
you know, like that's what kind of worked into my decision as far as bringing 4 running backs in. You know, with 3, I mean, you know, you don't want to necessarily have a crowded running back room, so 3 is a good number. It's just, again, you know, with the uncertainty as far as with Cam Akers, you know, he hasn't been the most durable running back the past few seasons. And, you know, we drafted a running back this year. We drafted a running back last year. I think, you know, bringing running backs in will definitely help this team overall, you know, especially with the offensive coordinator. We got Mike LaFleur now coming from, I believe, the Jets. You know, predominantly running style. You saw how Breece Hall was able to run the ball last year for the Jets. And, I mean, they trying to implicate that, you know. Sean McVay, you know, his own scheme. You know, it never hurts to have multifaceted running backs.
Yeah, most definitely. And do you feel like it's gonna be like a run team first type of offense this year?
I think it should. I mean, if you ask me, I mean, you definitely want to establish the run out the gate, you know, because that opens up. You know, it opens up the pass, opens up the throw, you know, the play actions, things like that. The shit that we seen, you know, in past times when we had Prime Gurley and those guys that was able to operate the offense at an elite rate.
Yeah.
You know, not saying that these guys can't do the same things, but I feel like, man, you know, committee-wise, like, it's definitely, I mean, unless Cam Akers makes that jump, which I could see, but
you never know.
You never know. Like, you never know in these cases, and, you know, with the running back room the way it is now, I feel like bringing in 4 would probably be a safe number, but, you know, you got Zach Evans there, dynamic rookie that we drafted. In this year's draft, he's gonna come in and he's gonna probably work to get some snaps as well over guys like Kyron Williams, you know, even over guys like Cam Akers if he's not able to stay in the lineup. So
see how it was last year, Ram.
You know, and Ronnie Rivers, I decided to bring him onto the roster because I think the Rams are really high on Ronnie Rivers.
Yeah, I had him like either Smith or Ronnie Rivers in practice squad.
Yeah, I could definitely see him practice squad for sure. But you know, I mean, Ronnie Rivers got started. I mean, he got some snaps last year. You know, and
it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, the offense as a whole last year was not good
at all. So
trying to find bright spots in the offense last year was very hard to find, but. I mean, I thought overall the young guys, when they came in, they made the most out of the opportunities. And one of those guys was Ronnie Rivers.
Right.
And he went in there, he ran the ball hard. I think the coaching staff overall likes, you know, his tenacity, his work ethic, and what he brings to the team. And, you know, running back position, man, what can we say?
Hey, can't go no wrong with running backs.
All right, man. Wide receivers, man. I know y'all want to know our stance as far as on the wide receivers. Wide receivers, let me know if you agree with me.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, Tutu Atwell, Benny Skoranek. I got DeMarcus Robinson making the 53-man roster. I just think, you know, with what he's been able to do as far as with the Chiefs, with the Ravens, I think he can find a niche as far as in this offense. That remains to be seen. But for now, I got him in making the roster. Puka, of course. I mean, of course, why would he not? I mean, he's essentially soon to be Bobby Trees.
Yes.
You know, in this offense.
He's been a star in the minicamp so far.
Hey, high praises from McVay and Cooper Kupp about Puka. So, I mean, I expect him to work his way up the depth chart at some point. It may not be this year because we know McVay loves the red shirt rookies.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know, so, I mean, will we see him this year? You know, you heard the guys that, you know, we got on the roster.
Yeah.
And my last wide receiver I got is Lance McCutcheon. I feel like Lance McCutcheon, you know, I heard something out there today that say he only had 5 targets regular season last year and he didn't complete any.
Yeah,
I mean, look who's throwing him the ball, bro. Look who was throwing him the ball last year.
Yeah, John Wolford and Bryce Perkins.
I mean, hey, I don't need to say any more, honestly. Like, that just tell you, like, at the end of the day, a guy like McCutcheon is not going to thrive with the 3rd best quarterback on our roster from last year. So, I mean, but. Yeah, that was my 7. I actually got us bringing in 7. How many you got, those?
I got 6. But I also got Lance up in practice squad. It's the same.
So who promoting? Who you got pretty much? Who do you feel like? I mean, outside of a guy like a Puka, Nakua, of course. I mean, is it a Benny Sko year? Will it be a Tutu year? How you feel?
I feel like what they're gonna use like they did last year with Benny Sko. I think they're gonna continue doing that with him.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I look at it, you got Cooper Kupp at 1, you got Van at 2. It's all about that 3rd. But Tutu, since he had the third spot, he got to come with it this season. I expect a lot of good things for Tutu this offense this year. You seen a little bit last year.
Yeah, you definitely see a lot last year, man. You saw Matthew Stafford hit him with that bomb down in the Big Easy, man. You know, so we know this guy can play.
Yeah. And then you just added a guy, DeMarcus Robinson, which is a sneaky sign.
Hey,
I
know, it was a lot of talk about Tyler Johnson early on when we picked him up. I believe he used to play for the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think last year.
He was with the Ravens.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he did play with the Bucks though.
Yeah.
No, I mean Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson.
Yeah. He played with the Bucks. I
got him mixed up with Robinson.
Robinson was on the Chiefs and the Ravens the last few seasons. I know Tyler Johnson was on that Tampa Bay Super Bowl team. But I know a lot of people was comparing his like what he's able to bring to like a Jason Avant.
Yeah.
I mean that sometimes is a safe pick. I just feel like now, with this team, man, it's all about adding speed, man. And it's all about with the youth and adding speed. And I think, DeMarcus Robinson, Puka, as far as lateral speed, how they able to hit down the field. We already know Super Cooper.
Do you think they're gonna go with a 5 wide receiver set?
I mean, look, anything is possible with McVay. Do I doubt it? I mean, a little bit. I mean, because, we done had some talented receivers over the years. I haven't seen a 5 wide receiver set put out there visually. But, I mean, hey, 5 wide receiver set, the more weapons, the more pressure it puts on the defense.
Yeah.
You never know.
But you don't have to do that so soon, though. You could just wait till you do that. Until the players actually know their role.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, man, we gonna have the youngest team in football by the beginning of the season. So it's a lot of these guys, and McVay is gonna have to throw some guys baptism by fire out there to go ahead and make plays. Either guys like Puka, who, I mean, granted, Cooper Kupp's coming off ankle surgery. Van Jefferson, we all know his injury history last year. We know Tutu's not the smallest guy, and Benny's chronic. So I mean, who is to say by years in, we might not be seeing Puka in the lineup, getting meaningful minutes. Him and Tutu and Cooper Kupp, Cooper Kupp and Van, whatever combination you want to throw out there, I think these guys want to deliver this year. As long as we have a healthy Matthew Stafford, I feel like we'll be fine.
Yeah. He looked healthy now.
And it all predicates to the offensive line, which we're going to discuss in a little bit. But let's go to tight ends, man. I got 4. I got us bringing Tyler Higbee back, which I also want to say that Tyler Higbee could be cut. I wouldn't say I have a strange feeling, because, I don't want to see Big Higbee get cut. Like, we all know, Higbee. Come on, man. According to the stats, he's the best Rams tight end in history.
Exactly.
So, but I'm looking at the depth chart, though. I mean, I got us bringing Bryce Hopkins back, of course. Hunter Longshot.
I
mean, look.
We've seen little things on so far, minicamp.
Yeah. I mean, look. Hunter Longshot, he's in the mix. And then also Davis Allen, who we drafted out of Clemson.
I agree with you.
So, and that's presuming, we could go in with 3. It's possible, Higbee could be a post-June cut. And, we might be sitting with a very, very inexperienced tight end room, led by Bryson Hopkins, who granted has made plays. Yeah. And I believe second-year guy, Hunter Longshot, what he's a second-year guy?
Second-year guy.
And a rookie. So,
you pretty much say a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, look, if they want to keep Higbee as that guy, for sure, to be there with Stafford and Kupp and those guys on offense, cool. But if they're thinking about building towards the future, I could honestly see Tyler Higbee being a post-June cut. So, just throwing it out there, man. And I'm also throwing out there that I don't want to see him get cut.
Right.
I want to put that on wax now. But don't be shocked. Neither. That's all I'm saying. Same with the running back situation. Cam Akers, final year of his contract. You see, we drafted a running back. This year, Tyler Higbee,
Van Jefferson.
I mean, look. We rag on him a lot, particularly last year and so for the decisions per se, as far as the trades. But look, we just got to see where it goes.
Right.
I don't want, me and Snoop don't want to be the first ones to sit up here and judge and have to walk back on what we said.
Right.
So,
not at all.
we gonna leave it as that. You know, with the guys that we drafted, they could be potentially looking at their replacements.
Yeah, pretty
you
much.
know, with Cam, Van, and Higbee. Depending on how this season go, because those guys all looking to possibly get paid in Van and Cam situation, or looking to possibly find another location and pastures elsewhere, you know, in Higbee. So, you know, who knows? Like, you know, again, yeah, it's cap saving, you know, for us. So, you know, tight end. Tackles. I'm gonna go with the tackles, man. You let me know if you agree with me, Big Snoop. I got Rob Havenstein. Joe Noboom, man, who's coming back off the injury. Ari Jackson, sorry about that. And Warren McClendon, man, Jr., rookie that we drafted out of Georgia, I believe. Mm-hmm. I got us bringing in 4 tackles. I feel like should be more than enough. You know, as far as the depth, Joe Noboom coming back obviously helps because, you know, he has probably some of the most experience out of all the tackles outside of Havenstein. Yeah. And, you know, like I said, man, like what everybody else saying, continuity with this line goes a long way. We was a year and a half removed from the Super Bowl with these same guys just about. Pretty much. Like I said, it's just all about guys just staying healthy, and it all starts from the veterans and Havenstein all the way down to the rookies in McClendon. Mm-hmm. Like, how you feel about that?
I'm rocking with that, you know, but the way I see how the starters, because Joe Noboom and Alec Jackson, it's a toss-up for that LT.
Yeah, it is.
And I can see Noboom starting for like a couple of games if you keep it up. If not, then I go with Alec Jackson at the LT position.
Now, I could see one of these guys, whoever loses the battle as far as for the tackles, I could see them moving inside. Like, I mean, people want to dismiss Joe Noboom as far as being able to go outside, going inside, should I say. You know, play a little guard, you know, a little swing guard. You know, he's very athletic. You know, again, he's coming off an injury, but still, you know, Joe Noboom brings a lot of potential within his offensive line. It's just, you know, everything hasn't fully clicked. Like, it just hasn't clicked with Noboom, whether it be injuries or whether it's just been inconsistent play. But I feel like whoever loses this battle, whether it be Jackson or whether it be Noboom, I feel like can be definitely in line to possibly get some snaps at guard if, you know, things fall out of place within the offensive line. I mean, it's versatile guys. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm okay with the tackles after just pretty much running through that, and I mean that should kind of ease y'all a little bit, just knowing that, you know, we still got Havenstein in there. He's still a veteran that's been on 2 Super Bowl teams. Like,
the longest Ram with Aaron Donald.
Yeah, he's the longest tenure Ram outside of Aaron Donald. So, I mean, Havenstein is going to have to step up as far as being not only a player this year, but also a leader. Staying healthy, of course, is the main thing, but injuries happen in the game. So,
do you see Logan Brush starting?
That I'm gonna actually go to, like, once we get to the centers and the guards, which, believe it or not, we here with it, man.
Gang, hey, man. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Man, for real. Before we got down going to this other half of the offensive line, the latter portion, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button.
Take y'all a little relax, chill pill, man. You know what I'm saying? Spark your hell up.
You see what we did, man, over here, man. Feeling pretty nice, man, talking Rams football with you guys, man.
Definitely could talk more about Rams football now, man.
Yeah, man, because there's too many geeks out there now putting respect on our name.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't forget, there's going to be some more shit, you know. Don't forget the rants of the days. It's coming. It's coming.
But we had to go ahead and get this video out today because, like I said, we wanted to go ahead and have a template of what we feel like the roster's going to be. And so far, so good. I mean, it's a young team. Still got, you know, star power on each side of the ball, whether it be Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford. You know, those are 3 guys. The rest, you know, we're going to see. Yeah. But centers and guards, man, I put them all together, man, because I feel like they're kind of interchangeable, really. Like, Brian Allen, of course, was coming back. You know, he was actually ranked the 12th best center by, I believe it was NFL. And
Pro Football Focus.
Pro Football Focus. Sorry about that. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I would see Brian Allen at this point in his career. You know, he's still serviceable, still pretty good. Yeah. When healthy, you know, everybody how they doubt their opinions about Brian Allen. He's too small, you know, he gets beat, you know. things like that. But
sometimes he'll hold it down, though.
I mean, yeah, we even saw Brian Allen hold it down. Like I said, he was also, you know, manning up in the inside in the Super Bowl. Like, you know, like Matthew Stafford didn't really take a lot of sacks in that Super Bowl game. You know, and the reason why I say the Super Bowl is because he obviously got injured the following year. So, yeah. I got Brian Allen, Logan Bruss, Steve Avila, of course, rookie out of TCU. Our first draft pick, actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Coleman Sheldon and Tremaine Ackman. You know, round out the guards and the centers for me. I'm bringing in 5 in total. Well, if you want to just count them in interchange. Because I feel like all these guys can move on the offensive line. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, because you can have Steve pick and go to his natural position with his center.
Yeah, Steve Avila, man. Look, high praise for him. Yeah. High praise for him. A lot of high grades for that pick at that particular spot for us. And he's obviously going to feel a need as far as just being that mauler. And we said it at during the draft. Like, you know, once we just sat down and actually looked at some of his footage, you know, this is a guy that can immediately come in and take off. He can take off, take a spot, you know, he got that type of potential. So, you know, and then you on top of that, you add a guy like Logan Bruss back, who's it's gonna take some time, you know, to get the foot in things and whatever maybe. He is gonna be in training camp this year, I believe. So that's good news. Mm-hmm. And you know, again, you got Coleman Sheldon, who was playing good ball. Oh yeah. Up until his injury. So I mean, you get the story. Like injuries.
Always injuries.
You know, we lost Logan Bruss before the season started. You know, Brian Allen gets hurt. Coleman Sheldon gets hurt. I believe Tremaine Ackman got hurt.
He got hurt too.
You know, we out there rocking with Ty Nasecki and Matt Skura. Like,
Skura.
I mean, it's not gonna work. These guys off the couch is not gonna work. You know, and I feel like click, bro. We just need talented guys.
And I like how Andrew Whitworth. Shout out to that boy, Big Whit.
Yeah, Big Whit.
You know what I'm saying? He had a barbecue and he invite all the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Even the rookies.
Hey, ran for life, man. Ran for life. Whit know what his career would have been without the Rams. Like, right. And he's grateful. And he's always gonna be a Ram in our eyes. Like, straight up. You know, but not to switch on topic, like what Snoop said, like, you know, it's all about keeping that offensive line together, getting them more comfortable, you know, making them more, you know, as a team, as a unit, because that's what they are. They're a unit.
We not me.
Yeah, we not me. Particularly for that offensive line, because they get, you know, the less, you know, I wouldn't say like publicity, attention, you know, but they're just as important as the guys that's running the routes, that's hitting the hole, you know, all that, you know. It all starts with the offensive line. So
make sure the quarterback straight.
Yeah, we saw last year. Y'all keep taking it for granted, Ram.
Telling you,
for real.
Y'all wanna see? Just go look at it.
Like, if y'all want to see a snapshot of what our season was, just take a look at all 16 games and how the offensive line, or 17 games, should I say, how the offensive line just.
For example, just watch the first game.
Just play. Yeah, I mean it's Buffalo, but still. I mean, it started from there and it ended wherever, like.
To Seattle.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Started playing Buffalo, ended in Seattle. Offensive line did not look good all season. So, and that comes with injuries. That come with injuries. But offensive line, man, pretty much done. Offensive side of the ball, pretty much done. Give y'all a glimpse of how we feel about the offense. Overall, I think the offense can be very sneaky.
And can put out a lot of points.
And it could put a nice output out there, you know. It's going to be some struggles. Yeah. I feel like in some weeks, but we got McVay, so I don't ever want to like.
Yeah, make it work.
Yeah, I mean, look, McVay is a wizard. Like we all know, like he's going to find ways to cook up new plays for his new players based on what he sees that they can do good. And it's obvious that guys like Cooper Kupp, guys like Van Jefferson, they didn't shown that they're versatile to be able to do a lot of different things on the field. You have Puka Nacua. I mean, look, sky's the limit, man. I mean, it's all about how this offense want to go and what approach they want to take going into the season. Is it going to be a run first, like Snoop said, or is it going to be a happy go pass? Because they can do that with Matthew Stafford if they want to. He's a gunslinger. You know, it's Matthew Stafford, Glock 9, bow bow, bang. So, but
we have to balance this offense, though.
Yeah, it's all about balance. Like, and it all starts with the offensive line getting pushed.
and be some dogs.
And be some fucking dogs. And
I getting bullied, bro.
Yeah, that's
we
all
got
it
enough
is.
with that. We got enough seeing our offensive line getting bullied for the last 2 years.
No, real shit though. And
facts.
Real shit. And you know, these guys 300 pounds, the other guys 300 pounds. Somebody just need to man up and put somebody in the dirt.
Straight up.
Period. You know, and give players the time to develop. And this group got a lot of promise. Again, I said Steve Avila, you know, rookie, could be a Pro Bowler, possibly.
Never know.
You never know. But moving on to the defensive side, man, we're going to start with the defensive line.
Sir.
And, you know, who it starts with? A.D.
Who?
2 9s.
Oh, okay.
The gatekeeper. The Grim Reaper.
Come on, man.
The best defensive player in the league right now, Aaron Donald.
Snatch your quarterback up.
Snatch his quarterback's soul.
Your soul is mine.
Is mine. Starts with AD, man. After that, man, I got Bobby Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Rookie Kobe Turner. Marquise Copeland,
Yeah.
and Jonah Williams. And that'll pretty much round out my 5. You could add another one in there as well. I was looking at Desjuan Johnson, the rookie that we got out the 7th round.
Is he considered a edge or he like tackle?
I would look at him more as like similar to the position that Kobe Turner would play. I mean, you know Aaron Donald in the 3 technique.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really nobody's, you know, taking that spot per se.
Right.
But, you know, like I said, man, look, a lot of young guys, man. You still got Marquise Copeland, who made plays.
Mm-hmm.
Still got Bobby Brown, who at times looked like a absolute beast out there. And Jonah Williams, like, in my opinion. I mean, but who you had somebody in mind? Like,
I had Desjuan Johnson in there just to say the, you know, depth.
Hey, look, it's possible that these guys can make the roster. Again, we are making this video on June 12th? June 13th. Yeah. So a lot can change between June and September. Like the squad that we go into the season with. Like, you know, who's gonna be on the practice squad. Like, I personally actually have in my notes 2 guys that could make this roster, you know, just by chance. I mean, I got Ernest Brown IV, who's currently still floating around as far as within our practice squad. And then
I got him in the practice squad as well.
Yeah, like, and Desjuan Johnson, you know. Yeah. And the reason I said Desjuan Johnson, because I just can't see him jumping guys like Marquise Copeland and Bobby Brown. You know, guys that, you know, I feel like are going to be there as far as making impact plays early and often, you know. And then, of course, Kobe Turner, like the guy that, you know, we drafted out of Wake Forest, you know, can do some good things.
Yeah.
Obviously raw, can develop, but he's playing next to the best defensive player, you know.
Take notes.
Take notes. Simple as that.
I feel like those 3 guys, Aaron Donald, Bobby Brown, and Kobe Turner, hey,
look.
That shit sound deadly if you look at it on paper, bro.
Look, we see the potential in all these guys. Like Bobby Brown, per se, even last year, man, preseason, he was a menace. Of course, he had to miss the 6 games. And, you know, the rest of the season after that, you know, he just trying to catch up.
Right.
You know, he's coming in fully healthy, none of the bullshit, the performance enhancing shit, none of that. Like, none of that is in the way. Like, this unit, I feel like, man, can bond, especially seeing a guy like Aaron Donald coming back into the fold. Because it would have been easy for a guy like Aaron Donald to look at this roster and per se and maybe be like, man, look, you know, maybe it's my time to go, you know. But
they said that Aaron Donald said, hey, he feel good.
He feel good.
He good.
I mean, he realized it's gonna be more of a Hornets on, you know, more of a responsibility per se is on his shoulders as far as being the leader of that defense. You don't have a Jalen Ramsey there no more. You don't have a Leonard Floyd. You don't have a Von Miller. You know, things like that. You know, and I think AD can he can adjust well to it, getting these guys ready for game day. I mean, it's obvious that these guys look up to him.
Oh, of course.
So if you just can't make the plays, then you just
ain't it.
Hey, maybe you just ain't it. Like, I don't know. You know, like I said, I done seen guys like Morgan Fox, you know, came up just by being next to a guy like Aaron Donald, and maybe he didn't have that same impact as that he had with us. But, you know, again, like, that's what happens. Like, you be with Aaron Donald, you know, you get more exposure playing on that defensive line. You get seen more, like, what you do good, what you do bad. You get the point. Like, you know, we be on these lives constantly saying, where is the fucking rush? Where is the rush?
I know y'all was telling us keep on saying that shit. Every live,
getting old.
Every live, bro.
It's getting old. Watching play by play by play, asking who is going to get the outside Aaron Donald?
And y'all letting randoms and some elite quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, just do the fuck they want.
I mean, just simple as that. Like, no resistance. So, like, I'm hoping that this group of guys can possibly bring some type of...
Come home.
We know Aaron Donald's going to come with practice, but we also know he's going to get triple teamed 80% of the time. So, yeah, man, that's what I got. I got 5 D linemen. I see you rocking with 6.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go to the inside linebackers, man. Very thin right here, though. I'm not going to waste too much time with this position. Ernest Jones, of course, is going to be the starter week 1.
He's a leader.
You know, leader, of course. He's stepping up in OTAs, you know, looking to possibly fill that void that Wagner, you know, had last year.
Of course.
And, you know, I also got Jake Hummel, who I know a lot of the Ramley was high on. And, you know, just seeing just how, you know, he's very active. I give him that, you know, and I want to see more from him. I think he'll probably be able to step into a bigger role. You know, and Christian Roseboom, who's been on the team for the past few years, I think he'll also be able to get more significant snaps as well based off the depth chart that we currently rocking with at inside linebacker. Yeah. How you feel about that, Snoop?
I mean, 3 is good because the simple fact that, like, pretty much with Raheem Moore's defense, you're going to have, like, another safety.
Yeah, that's also a good point, too. You know, we do like to run a lot of 2 safeties, even 3 safeties at times. Like, you know, just to kind of give, you know, some teams different looks. And that could take, you know, one of those linebackers out, throw in maybe a nickel back, another safety to put in the box. And, you know, that's probably the output. That's probably the logic that they're probably looking into as far as this. Now, it's very thin outside of Ernest Jones after that. And we don't know whether, you know, things might happen going into the season. We might sign somebody or pick somebody up. But that's just what we rocking with, Ramley. Jake Hummel and Roseboom.
I mean, do y'all agree with that?
I mean, y'all let us know in the comments, you know, how y'all feel about our inside linebacker position per se outside of Ernest Jones. Because I know, you know, like I said, the Ramley was high on guys like Jake Hummel, you know, particularly, you know, flashes he's shown in preseason, you know, and Roseboom as well. Like, I'm a big fan of Roseboom, believe it or not. Like, you know, in the last couple of years, just seeing him out there flying around. Whether it be special teams, you know, going out there covering, you know, kickoffs, things like that. So, I mean, like I said, man, the vibes, the energy is there with this linebacker. It's just all about putting it out there on Sundays. And, you know, it's just a way to see approach, pretty much. Outside linebackers, man, the edge rushers, the moment outside of wide receivers and another position that we're going to talk about that I really want to discuss. What you ready to say, Snoop?
I'm just gonna say it like this. I have 6. We're keeping all of them. It's a free for fall, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you on the 6 part, but yeah, what you were saying, Snoop?
Like, is anybody can get this position, bro? I can see Brian, the rookie, Brian Young. Yeah. I can see him potentially with him with Michael Hoyt, but you also got these guys like Nick Hamilton. Is he gonna bring it? You know, Curry Thomas. You know, we seen flashes on him.
Yeah, we definitely seen some flashes of Curry Thomas last year.
You know, and then we're gonna keep the other rookie. You know,
got Daniel Hardy,
Matthews. Yeah, Daniel Hardy.
Got O'Shawn Matthews. Yeah, 3 rookies, man, in that room. Like, in a very inexperienced room. I believe that Hoyt, is the only one that had 6 sacks or something like that last year. You know, like, he's gonna come in like really the older statesman of this group. But I honestly see a lot of promise in this rush group, though. Yeah. Like, more promise that I probably have seen as far as out of our young linebackers in a while, particularly this unit. Because I think Byron Young, you know, is coming in raw, but he just, you know, he brings it. You know, he brings that dog mentality. You know, it's just something about him. I can see him starting. But like Snoop said, man, you can't forget about Nick Hampton, you know, a legit edge rusher with or array of moves. Like, you know, y'all go check out his mix. You know, he might be going out there playing, you know, for Appalachian State, and they might not know. But look, you can't deny that the guy just know how to get after the quarterback.
Right.
And that's pretty much what we need to add with guys like Aaron Donald. Like, it's just as simple. Like, we're not asking for, you know, Chris Jones type players or, you know, or any of that. Like, we just ask for guys to just go out there, just be dogs and get to the quarterback.
And you know, half of the rookies that we did drafted were starters and captains.
Nah, facts. I mean, look, like I said, Daniel Hardy, like forgotten guy that we drafted last year, in the late rounds. You know, he's expected to make that step up as well. So I mean, look, this probably one of the more intriguing position groups that I'm gonna be looking forward to come preseason. Seeing how that rush, seeing what those young guys do, like what they, how the NFL life gonna treat them. Is it gonna be too overwhelming? Like, what's gonna be the deal? So I'm like outside of, I mean, we all know my boy Hoyt coming in. He gonna make that noise.
Hoyt. You know it.
You heard it. All right, Hoyt gonna come in there making that noise. You know, he converted to outside linebacker this year, so I prefer him with his hand on the ground as an actual, hands on the ground rusher. But we'll have to see. Maybe he, might have leaned up, might have, worked on his moves over the all season. We just have to see. But I prefer him coming off the ball and just, get strength on strength and just him getting to it. Like, that's what I would prefer.
Please, just help my boy Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that's all I ask. Like, within the front seven, like, just please help my boy Aaron Donald. Like,
please.
Because, another 5-12 season and he's out the door.
He's gone.
He's gone. And, I'm not ready for that.
And neither y'all, Ramsey.
Yeah, don't say y'all is because y'all not ready for it either. Like, this guy is still in his athletic prime, and it should be no reason why he's retiring at 31 years old.
Come on, stop.
But we have to get a team around and some players.
Exactly.
And it all starts with this front seven that, that we went through. Like, hopefully, these guys can contribute. It's going to be a young unit, but again, it's anchored by the best defensive player in the league. So, straight up. Cornerbacks, man. I also got
another one.
I got us bringing in 6 cornerbacks, man. Of course, 1-4 all day, every day.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know it.
Got Jacoby Durant, man, making it. Possibly as QB1. I mean, as CB1. Like, CB1. Possibly our number one cornerback. Obviously, we got Rochelle. We got Trey Tomlinson. We rocking with Darion Kendrick. Sean Jolly. Who I expect, to be, getting some snaps. He could play in the nickel for us. So, he's going to be competing with a lot of inexperienced guys. So who is to say that we won't be seeing him come week 1? Who knows? Or who knows what type of role he might have. And then I also have us bringing back Grant Haley possibly. I really think Grant Haley worked well with this defense and with Raheem Morris. And I thought last year, in the time that he had on the field, I thought he made some adequate plays, just for what we was asking for him to do. And I just think he'll find a way back onto the roster. How you feel about this?
I'm fucking with that, man. I fuck with that. I also had brought in Vincent Gray.
I heard about Vincent Gray. I heard about Vincent Gray.
He's still young.
I heard about Vincent Gray.
He's like, what, 23?
Yeah.
24?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big talk about Vincent Gray, man. I actually had him on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But again, now that you brought him up, it's possible that he could make that roster. He could make that roster.
I feel like he got that some experience while he played with the Saints.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, it just all depends on how he comes in and how he fits within his defense. There's a lot of young guys that's hungry. Like even guys like Jacoby Durant, who
he's out there.
He's out there. It's only his second year. Everybody else, like guys like Rochelle, I believe is his 3rd year. Thomason's a rookie. Darion Kendrick is his 2nd year, so it's a lot of young guys, a lot of young guys in that cornerback. And I mean, we put it this way, man. Nobody should be shocked if we out there just giving up a lot of big plays. Put it that way. I mean, it's a lot of inexperience.
It's gonna be that way.
It's gonna be that way. It's gonna be a lot of bumps in the road when it pertains to this cornerback group. But I just can't look past the promise, the potential, the upside.
It's a lot.
Guys like Jacoby Durant and Trey Tomlinson, guys that play way bigger than their size.
He's the sleeper.
Oh yeah, Trey Tomlinson is definitely a sleeper.
I seen that hit on that tight end, bro.
Yeah,
he was like 6'8", 6'7",
280.
280.
Like I said, man, if he was 6'1", he would win the first round.
Of course.
I said that on draft day, and I stand by that. So I think we got a major steal with him, and he gonna come in and bring that dog.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about it. You get Darius Williams type vibes with him, and I like it. I like it a lot. Safeties, I got us with Quinn Lake, Jordan Fuller, Rush Geese, Jason Taylor II, and Quindale Johnson, man. Undrafted free agent, by the way, Quindale Johnson.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Guy that, you know, versatile, can make plays, can play in the box, can play up top, you know, can show versatility. Really, all these guys, you know, Jason Taylor, even as a rookie, Jason Taylor the second, I feel like can make plays. He's obviously got like
sleeper too.
Yeah, Oregon State, I believe, or was it Oklahoma State?
It was
Oregon State.
Oregon State.
So, but yeah, I mean, look.
No, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
So he was a Cowboy.
Cowboy.
So, I mean, we got Jordan Fuller back, which is the older statesman of the safety room.
Yeah.
And pretty much, man, he's going to be tasked by having to come in and get all these guys on the same page. Because once upon a time, Jordan Fuller was a captain for this defense.
And he was calling the plays.
And he was calling the plays, believe it or not. On the same defense that had Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald.
Yep.
So, that says a lot about where his growth was at the time, and I don't think that nothing changed.
Nah.
I just think his ability to be able to stay on the field has changed. Can he stay on the field? Like, I literally, like, Ramshouse TV had to put an APB out on my boy Fuller last year.
Straight up.
He was missing. We ain't know where the hell he went and where the hell he gone.
What was the injury about? Like, we ain't hear shit.
What was the deal? Like, was the season ending? Like, did they just do like the Madden where it just, you know, you might switch it to place him on IR or something? I don't know. Like, but
Ram was out our necks.
very unusual per se. Like, but we ain't Adam Scheffler. Like, we ain't got the information on guys disclosed injuries. Okay, but he's back. He's gonna be back there with some young bucks. You know, who's gonna start opposite of him? We're just gonna have to wait and see. If I just had to take a guess.
Like, who's gonna be right beside Jordan Fuller? It's gonna be Rush G's, or it's gonna be Quentin Lake. That I heard that nice thing.
Yeah, those seem like the two front runners right now, in my opinion. Who you go with?
When it's all said and done, Jason Taylor gonna sneak up in there.
So you think he gonna start
eventually?
Hey,
it's a possibility.
Y'all let us know who y'all think will be starting opposite of Jordan Fuller, man. I actually got Quentin Lake. I think Quentin Lake.
That's another one too.
I think, you know, I just feel like, man, he's going to take that position by the horns, and I think he's going to assert himself in that position. And that's not to say, you know, Rush G's not, you know, but I just, you know, if I was this, who I have more confidence in, I'm going to go with Quentin Lake.
Quentin Lake, yeah.
Over Rush East. I could be wrong. I could be looking stupid by year's end, and Rush East might be one of our better safeties on the roster in general.
He showed a little potential last year.
He definitely showed a lot of potential. He definitely can bring the boom.
Yeah, you see.
But
he called it a bullshit call.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, we all know that was bullshit. But yeah, that's our safeties and special teams. Chris Dunn, undrafted free agent kicker, best kicker in the nation last year.
Yeah.
He's going to be our kicker, in my opinion. Like, he's going to be replacing. And we got another, I think another undrafted guy, Tanner Brown or something.
You just put him in the cut.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I don't feel like we're bringing in two kickers on the roster. Like, we didn't do that last year. Well, I believe that we did do that last year. Yeah. But it wasn't, what was the point? Matt Gay was out there. He was out there. Ethan Evans, punter that we drafted. Out of Wingate, I believe, or
Wingate.
Colgate, or whatever the fuck gate, like Kevin Gates, like I don't know, like man, but Ethan Evans, like he's gonna be Ethan Evans, all ego, Ethan Evans. That's what you ready to call him, man. All ego, man. Shout out to the AEW fans out there.
Oh yeah, you know it.
But Ethan Evans, man, like he's gonna be our punter. Alex Ward, long snapper, man. All these guys essentially, because we don't have nothing else of that nature on our roster, it's probably going to be, you know, the guys that's going to take that spot.
Right.
So, you know, that's going to be our special teams. BP's gone, so I'm not sure who's going to be returning kicks. But we'll wait and see. Because, I mean, that's a lot to draw out, you know, over time. You know, a guy can really blossom and show us something. And, hey.
I actually put another practice squad on the wide receiver just because, like, Alex Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, not Alex Smith, Xavier Smith.
Xavier Smith?
Yeah, I think he could just be in that special team position.
Yeah, it's interesting. I might have to actually take a better look at, what's his name again?
Xavier Smith.
Xavier Smith. I do apologize if I'm not showing enough respect. Xavier Smith, but I just haven't heard of you for.
Yeah,
But
I haven't heard until I heard what I saw.
look, put it this way, Xavier Smith. We didn't know what the fuck a Cooper Cup was. So, I mean, look.
It's a possibility.
I mean, it's a possibility you make a name for yourself, man. Like, I thought Cooper Cup just sounded silly as a bitch. Drafting a wide receiver of that nature. Like, but, hey.
Triple crown.
Hey, ain't nothing more to say about that.
That's all you can say.
Ain't nothing more to say about Triple Crown Cup.
That's all you can say.
But it's all about, I mean, hey, it's all about these guys making a name for themselves, man. That's pretty much all it is. Mm-hmm. And that's our 53-man roster projection, man. Look, it could be over one, it could be under one, but hey, we just giving y'all a glimpse of what we feel like the roster will look like come September. You know, after cuts and things like that, and just see who active. I don't know how many players are active during game day.
Yeah.
But I know
it will probably switch it up probably.
Yeah, it's with how young this squad is, I can see guys interchanging from practice squad to the active roster, you know, within weeks. You know, it's just a matter of just guys going in and working and grinding. You know, we still got Sean McVay, we still got Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp. Still got serviceable, manageable players like Van Jefferson and Cam Akers and Tyler Higbee. You know, so the offense, I feel like necessarily, as long as Matthew Stafford stays healthy, it's not going to be the issue. No. The issue, I think, early on, and based on our schedule, could possibly be that defense. Yeah. Now, we're just, you know, Raheem Morris is back. Wi-Fi, he's back. Without J. Ram, without Floyd, without Wagner, without all those guys. Like Taylor Rapp, Nick Scott, you name it. So, a bunch of different guys he's going to be coaching every day. Like, you know, and it's just all about getting the most out of them and making them better week by week. You know, I don't necessarily expect us to be the #1 seed in the conference, but hey,
at least some potential,
you know,
at least some fight.
Show some fight, show some competitiveness. Like, and that's all we ask for here on Ramshouse TV, man. When it comes to the Rams, you got anything to add, man?
Hey, man, just make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. If y'all fuck with this video, man, from Ramshouse TV, Jalen and me, man, you know, we dropping that hella good content for y'all this year, man. Staying focused and keep grinding, you dig?
Hey, that's all we can do, man. Hey, we just got back out from the West Coast, man. Sir. And hey, I believe this was our first or second video that we done dropped since we've been back.
Yeah,
so
been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so it's good to touch bases with the YouTube family here at Ramshouse TV and that fuck with us at Ramshouse TV. And again, man, like, we got more content coming through. We wanted to drop this video for the last few days. Yeah. But, you know, just a lot of stuff.
There was a lot of shit going on.
But, you know, we here with it. And, you know, like I said, we're going to have clips. Snoop, you know, edit team, man, they're going to have clips, man, showing OTAs, mini cams, all that, you name it. So, y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yes, sir.
And until next time, Rams.
Until next time, we got mini camp going on, and then on our way to training camp.
Whose house?
Ram's house.
Yeah, geeks.
Yeah, geeks. Gang.
See y'all next time, mother. You